Hey everyone, it's me Xavier. In today's video, we're going to be trying to make our own stop motion rig. This video is mainly me doing trial and error and seeing how we can figure this out. So again, I'm not claiming this is going to be a perfect tutorial. So real quick, I bought these helping hands from Hiltix. You can see it right there on the screen. I will have a link to this product in the description below just in case you're curious and want to try it out. When you purchase this is what it's going to look like coming out of the packaging. Now, as you can see, it's a little bit flimsy and not too well put together. And they're not like the best metal and everything, but I think with some modifications, we can still make this useful. And I ended up making this one because you can take these apart and put them together any way you want. So technically I could have put another rod to extend this to make this longer. And what's cool about it is that you can see these clips right here, these alligator clips, you can take them off if you really want to. Now this has like a little peg right here and you can also remove it. I think what this is for, like an idea, is possibly drilling into your figures and then sticking this part into the hole that you drilled. Now I don't know how to do that and I do want to learn how to do it one day, so when I do figure it out, I will make a tutorial on that. So one of the things I'm going to be doing is I have some figures over here from different name brands, just to see maybe what this rig can support and what we can do with it. So I'm not going to test it on these Dragon Ball Z figures because essentially it's the same thing. It could support, but the weight is an issue. The weight of the base is an issue. So what I'm going to do is tomorrow, I'm going to see what I can possibly attach this to, so that way the weight problem can be fixed. So yeah, that's the end of this segment. We're going to move on to the next one right now. So I'm here at Target to get Gorilla Glue, and I'm going to be using this clear one because it says it bonds with virtually everything. And yeah, we're gonna try it out and see what I can glue stop motion base to. So yeah. So we just finished gluing this on. We glued it to an electrical box cover just to add more weight to the base so that way it can support the figures better. One more time, this is the glue that I use. I use clear Gorilla Glue. So I'm gonna let this dry for 24 hours, and when it's done, we're gonna put it to the test and see how it came out. All right, it has been 24 hours and this is the stand now. As you can see, the glue has dried up and it's stuck on there. Now, I've done some testing with this and it is very durable and is very stable. So this electrical panel or cover has really helped out big time by giving this some weight. So essentially the test I'm gonna do is put this Jason Tatum figure onto here. Now this figure does have some weight and it has some good size. So I thought this would be a perfect way to show how durable, well not durable, but show how stable this thing has become. Because before it could even hold a regular like small Ninja Turtle figure, but now it could. So as you can see, it can now balance the figure. So let's increase it up like this and then like that. And look, it holds the weight. Now I have another idea. I'm gonna see how strong this thing really is by adding a second rod over here, so that way it can extend longer and see how well this can balance. So actually real quick, I wanted to talk about this. So when you're disassembling these pieces right here are on there very tight. Like usually when you're using your hand, it's hard to twist out. So what I use is these long nose pliers, so that way you can grip them and then twist it like that to get them out, just like that. So yeah, if you're having trouble, just get some long nose pliers. I think any type of pliers would actually work. So it's not just long nose. And then you can get them out just like that. Okay, so now we're gonna take this piece out to extend the rod. So pay attention to see what I'm doing. I'm taking this part right here and I'm twisting it. So now it's becoming loose. Boom. So this is exactly what you want. So this is where it can get a little tricky, right? So what you're gonna wanna do is, since they're loose, you're gonna wanna put it back to the base, right? Then you wanna take the new rod and put it back as well. Now, pitch it with one of your fingers, and then you're gonna wanna tighten it back up again. Just like that. And now, there we go. It is now on there. Just like that. So essentially all these rig pieces is just loosening and tightening them. It's very simple, honestly. So just give it a few tries and you'll see that it's very easy. So I had to push the camera far back so that way you can see the overall size of this rig. We're gonna see the weight test again. So we're gonna still use the basketball figures because I think they're a good size and weight to test it out on this rig. Some further out. Let's see if he really wants to get crazy. We'll see. Can it hold? Oh, okay. So I'm noticing there's some wobbleness to the base. I don't know if you can see the base is kind of like shaky a bit. So, okay, it can still hold the pose. That's very good. That's very good. Now, let's try to do it a little bit up, a little upward. Okay, so upward, it can still hold the pose. That's very good. So I think maybe the issue is further out. So it can still hold. That's very good to see. On top of that, you don't necessarily need to use this for just figures. You can use this for accessories. Like if you really wanted to, if you made a second one of these, you could add a figures accessory to it to maybe animate it flying or moving around the screen. And it's way better now. So I would really recommend, if you do make one of these stop motion rigs, find a heavy piece or a heavy base to attach. Maybe a piece of wood, piece of metal like I did. But yeah, overall, I think this is coming out pretty good so far. Again, this isn't like a perfect tutorial or anything like that. It's just me trying to figure this out myself. Also, don't forget, it does come with alligator clips, so if you do want to use it, you could. Now, be mindful though, that these alligator clips have very sharp teeth. It may damage your figure. So possibly, I'd recommend finding some with a rubber, I guess, rubber tips where the teeth would be, so that way it doesn't completely damage your figure, or possibly sanding these teeth down. Hey, this is me in post-production. I'm over here editing and I realized something. So I had this model painting clip kit, and these are pretty much the alligator clips that it came with. I realized that they came, these little rubber tips that I was talking about that you can put on the alligator clip so that way it doesn't damage what it's holding. So I decided to put one on the alligator clip that came with the helping hand, and it works pretty well. It goes on there very well, and it even holds the figure. I'll show you right now. And as you can see, it holds the figure. And I don't think it's going to damage the figure because, again, it's covering the teeth. So yeah, if you have anything like this, check to see if you have a baggie of the cover. So that way you can put on the alligator clips and it won't damage your figure. But if you don't want to use these alligator clips, you don't have to. Mind you, you can also use like these little pieces right here to drill into your figure. Remember to click the link in the description if you do want to buy one of these helping hands from Hiltix. If you have any questions about today's video, just comment down below and I'll try to respond. Make sure to like this video and subscribe for more. Hey everyone, real quick, make sure to follow me on Instagram at UnravelPicturesTM.